Mecca to the point it's always flooded by the sewage. Imagine you hire the most smart engineering company to choose a location for your house in the world, and this engineering company run by Allah himself. He is the engineer. He chose the best location. And then this Kaaba every year is flooded by the sewage, because in Kaaba there's no sewage, by the way. In Mecca there's no sewage. There's excuse my language, there's a shit hole where people, they have a hole next to their house in the ground, and all their dump go there. So when a flood come, all of those things inside, they float in the top like cake, and they go with it. So if the Kaaba was selected to be in that place by Allah, so why Allah could not save the Kaaba and put it in a higher place? I mean, if you put it like just 50 meters away from that location in the top of a hill, that will save the Kaaba from humiliation of the poo. So how this is a place chosen by Allah, and yet this place is flooded by the poo every year? Now, for sure, now the flood is not as before by the help of the American engineering companies who try to find a solution for this issue, because the Kaaba located in a down the valley in Mecca. So when there is little rain come, all the water come down in this area, and as you see in the front of you on the screen, it flood the Kaaba. And usually the flood can go up. Really, look at this guy here is swimming. Do you see the people that are swimming? I don't know if you can see, the people are swimming. So you tell me how this can be the house of Allah. Allah, he chose the house to be there. I mean, don't you think that this is a wrong location? Half of the Kaaba is covered. Almost here, the water is coming to the roof. So when we say that this is a house of God and the one who chose this house is God, either your God is drunk and he is not smart and he made the wrong decision and now he cannot change it, and that proves that God is not God. And by the way, if this is the house of God, let us say if God he chose this place and this place is low, can't Allah he raise the ground? What do you think, Muslims? If Allah is your God and he is the one who created the universe, can't he like move his finger up a little bit and he can make the Kaaba go up, the holy ground will go up? He can, right? You say to me he's God. Well, he can just lift the Kaaba up a few meters up and that's it. Everything will be flooded except the Kaaba, and that will be a miracle. Where is your God to flip his finger and make it go up? The same now you are playing for us live stream of the Kaaba when the Kaaba is shut down, fooling people, make them believe that the Kaaba is okay when the Kaaba is not okay. And now I'm going to go and cry and pray to Allah, asking for forgiveness. Please don't let the Kaaba go, because how we can live without the Kaaba? You know, a Filipino Muslim, he can live without rice, but he cannot live without the Kaaba. It's more important. A Thai Muslim, he can live without hot paper, but he cannot live without the Kaaba. An Arab guy like me, he can live without a goat, but he cannot live without the Kaaba. Kaaba is very important in our life. What we will do without the Kaaba? So now look what happened. We have a flood taking over the Kaaba. We have cockroaches. We have locusts. We have all kind of insect. And Allah is doing nothing. Where is Allah? Should we make a revolution against him now? Should we make an Islamic Spring? Like, here we go. We took Saddam Hussein off. We took Al-Qaddafi off. I think it's time to take Allah off. He's not doing his job. This guy is chatting no sense. Would you tell me what is sense? How your God Allah is the one who chose the location of the Kaaba, yet he chose it in a place where it's flooded always? You tell me what is the sense here? How you say to me that the one who chose the location by centimeter is Allah, and then we find the Kaaba is flooded by sewage, and you are telling me I make no sense? Are you saying to me that Allah he chose to put it there so it's going to be flooded by sewage and this is a holy place? So cockroaches, insect attacking the Kaaba, attacking Mecca, locust, I mean, and now the official government news agencies in Saudi Arabia telling the Muslims, don't worry, we brought all the equipment, the most modern equipment in the world to destroy those insects, but please don't eat them. Why in the world they want to eat them? Oh, they are talking about not to eat the cockroaches. No, they are talking about not to eat the locust because they have an attack by the locust too. And look what will happen now. The Saudi they spend trillions of dollars to grow some greenery in their land, which is a dead land. I mean, it's a desert. They think by spending money they can make their land, heaven. And now the insect will eat it alive. All right. And what make it more funny that right now in the live stream of Mecca, as you see, this is supposedly live stream. Let me refresh the page. See, this is live stream supposedly, but it's fake. The Kaaba now is shut down. There's nobody in the Kaaba. This is a fake live stream. You can click at the video down there, by the way, and you can search. You can go. Let me tell you how to do something. You can go to Google Translation, okay, and switch Arabic to English, which mean here instead of uh, uh, the English here, the Arabic here. Type here cockroaches in Mecca, and then copy it in Arabic here, and take it to YouTube and search. For those who believe that we are not saying the truth. Very easy. You do not need to learn how to speak Arabic. Just type here in English in Google Translation. You switch, like you choose the language, your language. I don't know what is your language. Like for me, I will write الصراصير في مكة. Cockroaches in Mecca. Okay. I will copy the word as it is in front of you. You can do the opposite. You can type cockroaches in Mecca and copy the Arabic, and then you go to YouTube. All right. You go to YouTube search engine here, and you paste. Oh. And here we go. الصراصير في مكة. 4 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 6 hours ago, and they are playing for us a live streaming from the Kaaba when the Kaaba is shut down. Actually, here, this one here is the image is really scary. This video here, because it looked like billions of insects and cockroaches. And this one here is very funny too, because the Muslims are sitting in the ground and the cockroaches walking around them. Look at the title. الصراصير تغزو الحرم المكي. The cockroaches attacking the holy ground of Kaaba. Here different title. The locust attacking the holy ground. Here الصراصير, which mean cockroaches. صراصير in Arabic mean cockroaches. My heart is hurting seeing صراصير making me absent from praying in the Kaaba. Saudi Arabia, millions of cockroaches attack Mecca, and they are requesting the Army Brigade 22 to fight it. The Army Brigade 22. Okay. Yeah. So if we go, and by the way, The Muslim, they say to you that those are a cricket. Uh, Cricket. That will not change anything anyway, but it is cockroaches. The cricket, they have, uh, every country, by the way, have its own, like, I don't know, if you go to Asia, you see cockroaches there. They look, there's many different kind of cockroaches. Every country have its own. The desert cockroach is a little bit different from area which is, but it doesn't matter. Cricket, loctos, cockroaches, it is the same, but it is cockroaches. And this is why, I did not see it, I wasn't there, but I did not see one title in Arabic which posted by Muslims saying it is a cricket. All they say sarasir. All say sarasir. Copy the title. فيديو لملايين الصراصير، صراصير الليل. Translation: video of millions of cockroaches in Mecca. You see? So this is the Muslim titles. I mean, it doesn't make sense that the Muslim, they will make the title cockroaches when it is not cockroaches, right? Anyway, we hope that the Kaaba will stay okay, and we hope that the cockroaches will not eat it. And because this is, first of all, it's a holy ground, and maybe you never know. I mean, isn't Muhammad, he says that all creatures worship Allah? Maybe they are doing Hajj. I mean, why you have the right to go and visit the Kaaba, and yet the cockroaches cannot? Let the Kaaba, let the Sarsoor, there is a woman, her name is Linda Sarsoor, by the way, a Muslim woman, very well known. Sarsoor means cockroach, in case you do not know. So let the Sarsoor go and do Hajj. Maybe they are doing Hajj. Maybe they converted to Islam. Maybe they watched the debate between Muhammad Hijab and David Wood, and they decide to become Muslims, because Muslims, they claim that Hijab, he won the debate. You never know. I mean, things might happen. So this is why even the Quran says when Muhammad, he was victorious, people, they converted to Islam by waves. I'm serious. Here we go. If you go in the Quran, it says that when Muhammad became victorious, they come to Islam by waves. Before, nobody want to come to Islam. After he killed everybody got scared, and suddenly everybody want to convert to Islam. See, this is the chapter of victory. When Allah Muhammad, he became victorious, we see mankind entering the religion of Allah by troops, like armies. It's like millions entering. Yeah, the fear. He became victorious. Nobody before wanna enter the. So maybe the crown prince, he threat the cockroaches. If you can convert to Islam, we will spray you. I mean, we have to take all kind of options into considerations. We don't know. الولد فارس. شنو يا فارس؟ طلعت خرطي. انت فارس ولا ربعك فرسان، وكلكم خريان بخريان. ولا حتى الصراصير ما تركتكم بحالكم. صراصير. صرصور يا صرصور. I don't know. I mean, what this God, he says to us that he protected the Kaaba from the army of the elephant, and then we find the Saudi, they are dying to buy airplanes from the USA. I mean, why you are worried? You have the flying jets of Allah, the birds. Remember Al-Qurmuti, who destroyed the Kaaba, and he took the black stone and he took it as 21-year stones, doing it as a pupu stone. Allah, he could not save the Kaaba. He could not bring the black stone. The Muslims have to pay him money to get it back. Where is the elephant story? So Allah, he have birds to fight the elephant who they are clean, but he cannot send birds to eat those cockroaches. Send birds to kill the cockroaches. And here we go. This is your Kaaba. Do you know where those insects they stop by in their way? Poo-poo and garbage and etc. And now they are over the Kaaba. And by the way, there is the Muslims, they say to you that birds, even birds, don't stop in the top of the Kaaba. You believe it? Birds don't even stop in the top of the Kaaba. They have tons of videos saying why the birds don't stop on the Kaaba or don't fly over the Kaaba. Now, how truthful that is? Absolutely, this is false. Not only they stop in the top of the Kaaba, they stop and they enjoy doing poo-poo in the top of the Kaaba. And the Muslims lie to us saying things which is not true, that the birds, they don't do such a thing. Let me show you a picture. Actually, one of you send me this picture. Let me take a snapshot of it. Here we go. Let us open it for you. Go and check in the internet how many posts the Muslim they have that birds don't fly in the top of the Kaaba. And look at this. The Kaaba is covered by poop of the birds. And this is why they have a team always to keep it clean. They climb in the top of the roof. And this is why actually they cover it by the clothing, because simply the Kaaba is haram, is like a vagina, So they lie to us and they say all kind of fabrications. Airplanes cannot fly over Mecca. Birds don't fly over the Kaaba. The Kaaba have zero gravity zone, which means we must be flying like if you are in the space in the Kaaba. I mean, all those funny, stupid stories, which is far away from the truth, fabricated just to make you believe that this is a holy place. And then we check it out, we find that this place always flooded by poop and by cockroaches and by water, by garbage, by sewage, and this is how holy it is. So the whole point of this video, there is nothing holy about this land. And this is a fabrication. You Muslims, you brought yourself. You believe in the pagan religion before you. There was 26 Kaaba in the Arabian Peninsula alone. And Muhammad and his people, they destroy all the other Kaaba because this is the only important left for Muhammad. He chose it to be the place of a prayer. And Muhammad himself, he absent from this Kaaba for many, many years. Did you ask yourself why? Because at that time he was praying to Jerusalem, trying to convince the Jews that he is a Jew. But after some time, when he noticed that the Jews will not believe in him anyway, and he is wasting his time, he decided to go back to his old pagan religion, the Kaaba and the black stone. The Jews will not help me. I better leave. As simple as that. So just to remind you, we will be back at 3 p.m. maybe before. Today we have a live broadcast, me and the gentleman, his name the apostate prophet. So by 3 o'clock we will be here again. Share this video around, download it, and let us pray to Allah to save the Kaaba from the cockroaches and locusts and all the insects and mosquitoes. Please Allah, don't let the mosquitoes bite the Kaaba or the cockroaches do any harm. Please don't let them steal the black stone, because now there's no guards around, for everybody is hiding. Please Allah, don't let the cockroaches make their nest inside the black stone. Please Allah, don't make them lay babies and eggs there. Please don't do that. Don't let them do that. This will be a victory against Islam. Allah, please cover the black stone with something. Put your hand as an example, or your foot, as the Quran says, or show your shin and scare the hell of them. Do something, Allah. Use your finger. You have 5 fingers, use one. I will not tell you which one, but don't use the middle one, please, just for the sake of respect. We have ladies in the chat. Just do anything, Allah, and let us see if you can do some help for the black stone and the pagans who worship the black stone. It's a holy stone. We cannot. What we would do without the black stone, Allah? Especially the stone look like a vagina. Imagine men in the Middle East live without vagina. That is horrible. You know, we can live without rice. It's okay. We can live without goat. We can. We can live even without satellite dish, which is extremely important to watch porn, but not without the black stone. Please, Allah, don't do that to us. Save us and protect us, Allah, from whatever happening. And may Allah. And I don't know if Zakir Naik want to say something. There's the prince, his name is the Christian prince, and he's saying that the Kaaba was attacked by the cockroaches. First of all, those are cockroaches and they are animals and they have no understanding. So how you can blame the cockroaches for such a thing? Cockroaches go everywhere. If you open your closet, you find cockroaches. If you open your drawer, you find the cockroaches. Or you open your refrigerator, you find the cockroaches. So cockroaches everywhere. So what this is the drama about? It's very normal. And this is not against Islam. And if the cockroaches, they go to the Kaaba because simply Allah allowed them. And maybe they are committing or doing Hajj or Umrah. Thank you very much. So as you see, it's explained. I mean, maybe the cockroach is doing Hajj or doing Umrah. Download the video before we take it down. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. And we will be back again in a few hours at 3 p.m. with the apostate prophet. Join us and be with us. And this Christian prince was with you, praying to Allah to save the Kaaba and the black stone from the cockroaches invasion. I think they are paid by the Jews, and there's no question about that. Sound fishy. I will not be surprised if Netanyahu he hired this brigade of cockroaches to attack Mecca. The Jews are behind everything, my friend. Anything happen, anything, it must be the Jews. Let us blame the Jews. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless you and see you soon again. Bye-bye.